Happy New Year, everyone! We're in the year 2025, and we're already halfway through this decade already. Geez, time is going fast, huh? So yeah, as we're in the new year, a lot of new movies are releasing this year, and I'm gonna tell you my top 10 most anticipated movies of this year. Now, before I jinx it, I feel like some of the movies coming out this year will most likely either get delayed to another date. I'm looking at you. So yeah, before we get into my top 10s of this year, I'm gonna add some honorable mentions for the movies that I'm looking forward to, but they didn't make it to the list. And since I don't really feel like going through them individually, here are the movies that are listed on here. I am looking forward to them, but not as much on the ones that I listed on my top 10s. Now before I start, if you're new, subscribe and leave a comment on what movies are you looking forward to this year. So yeah, let's get this list started, alright? On my number 10, I got the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. Yeah, pretty sure most of you forgot that we're getting a new SpongeBob movie this year, and to be honest, same here. And it's because it's releasing by that long, I can't not put it on here. But since I grew up with the first few seasons of SpongeBob and have always admired this character as a whole, plus I like the first two movies enough, but not too much of the third one, I'm actually cautiously optimistic about this new installment. Since I heard that this new movie is being directed by one of the writers who worked on the first few seasons, so that alone gives me hope with this new one. But since we don't have a trailer yet, I'm keeping my expectations low for now until I see some visual motions. On my number 9, I got The Conjuring Last Rites, aka the conclusion of the Conjuring movies, I think. Now, I'm a fan of the first two movies, and the third one was a little disappointing, and with this new one being the last one in the franchise, I'm also cautiously optimistic on how they're gonna end this. I don't know if this will be the last movie in the Conjuring universe, or they're still gonna make more spin-off related movies. But if this is the last one, I hope they'll end it well. If they don't, this universe has lost me. On my number 8, which is a movie which I hope doesn't get delayed again, but there were some speculations about it though, but I really hope it doesn't. But on my number 8, I got Saw 11. Again. It was originally supposed to come out last year, but it then got pushed to this year. But other than that, I have it on this list again. So I'm looking forward to it, I suppose. But I hope this one will live up to the hype and this will be a good follow-up to the last movie. Yeah, I didn't really have much to say. I didn't want to say much on how I said it last year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. But hopefully this one will live up to my expectations. Okay, make fun of me all you want for what the next movie I have on the list. But on my number 7, I got a Minecraft movie. I don't know if this is just a nostalgia thing because I played the game a lot growing up, or maybe because I have a certain bias towards these video game adaptations. But I honestly don't care. This movie looks like a lot of fun as far as we've seen from those two trailers. I am still a bit mixed on Jack Black playing Steve, because I really don't picture Steve played by Jack Black, and I still would have preferred if this were animated. But you know what? I'm gonna have a fun time with this movie that I can't help myself to not look forward to it. It's Minecraft, what's more to say? It's gonna make a lot of money either way in my prediction. On my number 6, I got Pixar's Elio, which is finally coming out this year. It was supposed to come out early 2024 before the release of Inside Out 2, but then it got delayed to a whole year because of the writers and actor strikes, and from what other stuff is that they were in a bit of a story change, which changed directors, plus replacing one of the lead actress, but other than that, this movie looks cute. I'm just happy to be looking forward to another original Pixar movie again. If you're only complaining that we aren't getting any original movies anymore, then there you go. I'm still looking forward to it, and I hope it's good. On my number 5, I got Zootopia 2. Yes, another Disney animated sequel, and the last one was very underwhelming. But I'm looking forward to this new one since I do like the first one enough, and also since it has a story from scratch unlike the last sequel. I'm never gonna get over that. But anyways, I'm looking forward to seeing these characters on the big screen again, and I'm looking forward to what story that they have to offer in this new one. On my number 4, if you couldn't already guess from that specific number, I got the Fantastic Four First Steps. Yes, after 2 years of delays, the Fantastic Four is finally coming to the MCU this year. I'm gonna lay it out there, I've never seen the 2 Fantastic Four movies that were released in like the 2000s or something, but these superhero groups have always stood out to me because of one relatable thing. I am in fact part of a quadruplet. So yeah, even though I love the new cast, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards is still up for discussion for me, but he'll most likely do a decent job with the character. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and I am curious to how this movie is gonna lead up to Avengers Doomsday afterwards, even though this saga didn't have as much build-up as the Infinity Saga. On my number 3, I got Superman by the man himself, James Gunn. Just the director is what made me look forward to this movie. If you guys don't know who he is, he directed one of the best Marvel trilogies, The Guardians of the Galaxy. Plus, I hope he gets this character right, unlike the previous Superman movies that we've gotten. Yes, I saw Man of Steel in theaters as a kid a long time ago. Let me just say that that movie did not hook me on Superman as a whole. I'm not really that big of a fan of Superman. I know he's one of the most iconic superheroes of all time, but from the look of this new one, so far it looks great, and I really hope this movie sold me on Superman. Come on, James Gunn, I have faith in you in this movie. On my number 2, I got Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I feel like most people forgot that this movie is coming out this year, but I didn't forget about it. Yes, I am biased because of nostalgia reasons, but I am really looking forward to how they're gonna adapt this from the second game. And I really hope that this one leans in more into the horror aspect because the first one wasn't really all that scary. But I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna add the new animatronics and seeing how they're gonna play out in the sequel. So, my number 1 most anticipated movie this year is one that I wasn't expecting to look forward as much as I thought I would. But I don't really care what you all say. I like the first one a lot to make me look forward to this next one even more. But my most anticipated movie of this year is Wicked Part 2, which got retitled to Wicked for Good. Yeah, what a surprise that this was on the top of the list. But the first movie surprised me by a long way, and it continues to grow on me more and more the more times I watch it, that I'm not afraid to say that I am a fan of this movie now. The fact that this is a two-parter is what makes me look forward to it more. I really want to see how they continue the story, and if you say, oh, just watch the original musical, that shows the second half of the story, with that I say, no thank you. Because the reason I really liked the first movie a lot is because I knew nothing about it going in. And I want to go into the second movie with that same mindset. And hey, you can go in with that same mindset as well if you're the same as me. Unless you already know the second part of the story, then you already know what's gonna happen going in. So there you have it, those are the movies that I'm looking forward to this year, unless one of these movies won't get delayed to a further date. And I'm hoping none of these movies won't disappoint me, but I wouldn't guarantee that. So yeah, let me know what movies are you looking forward to this year, and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll see you all in another video.